Hi, this is Darlene Jacobson, and I am going to demonstrate today how to make a paper pot to start garden seeds in indoors when you want to get a head start on the growing season. I like to use paper pots for a couple of reasons. One is I like to use recyclable materials, and this is very easy. It's just you make it out of newspaper, and so that's a good thing. The other thing is when you have a paper pot, it will set right into your garden. The paper will decompose around your plant and into the garden. Great food for worms, and so it just kind of composts and it's natural and you don't have to worry about it. The other thing is there are certain seeds when you start them indoors that do not like their roots disturbed. So if you were planting them in something that they had to be pulled out of and put into the garden, it's going to stunt their growth. So seeds like pumpkin, sunflower, melons, and corn, they don't like their roots disturbed. So those are really great candidates for planting into these pots because you can just transition the pot, you open up the paper pot bottom and just put it right into your garden. So all that you need are your garden seeds, of course, newspaper. This is just my Wednesday food ad insert. You can use any newspaper. You don't want to use glossy magazine. It doesn't break down well and the inks can be toxic. You can use colored ink on the regular paper though. And then you'll need a tin can or a container of some sort. A jar works, a glass will work. What you want is something that's open on one end and closed on the other. And size does not matter, but you need to remember that the size of your container will equal the size of your pot. So these 15-ounce cans are really great. This is just an organic black bean can. And so let's get started. It's very, very simple. It's lots of fun for kids to do. Children love to help with this. My kids are all grown up, so they don't love to help so much anymore. So you can see I have just a sheet of newspaper. I just use a single sheet per pot, and I fold that sheet in half lengthways, and I just press that down. So I have one sheet of newspaper folded in half lengthwise. Then I take my pot, not my pot yet, my can. And what you want to do with the can is you want the open end of the can facing the closed end of the newspaper. And you want it about 2/3 so that you're setting, you're going to roll this, and you want about this much left on top. So we're just going to set it down, and we're going to roll it around the can, leaving a little bit of this bottom out on top for you to pull. So we're going to roll it so it looks like this. This is just that half sheet of newspaper wrapped around the can. Then we're going to take this, fold it in, and we're going to press it into the open end of the can. Okay, so you just press it in. There isn't any big formula for pressing it in. And then you're going to pull and remove your can. Sometimes the can can be a little, get stuck. You just give it a little wiggle. And then you reach inside and you press the remaining paper down inside. The other thing you can do is take your can, place it back inside and press down so that it gives you a bottom. So now you have a replica of your tin can, but it's made out of paper. It's sturdy. It'll hold garden soil. Some people like to place a piece of tape on here to hold it together. I don't. Usually I will place these inside a box or a plastic holder so that when I'm watering them, the water doesn't come out and they all just sort of hold themselves together. And when you have that sheet folded in half, like I showed you, there's enough newspaper here that it's not going to degrade before the 6 weeks or so before you get it into your garden. So I'll go ahead and show you what I do. I use organic potting soil to start my seeds in. I like to use organic. For one thing, I like to support organic farming measures. For another, I just don't want chemicals inside my food, which is one of the reasons that I grow a lot of my own food, or as much as I can in the north. We're sort of limited as to time. But even if you have a small yard or a balcony, you can grow some of your food, especially greens. They're very simple to grow. Don't take a lot of space or time, and it's very rewarding. Okay, so I have filled my paper pot with soil. I'm going to, here I'll just take a sunflower seed. Again, these are organic. This is a mammoth sunflower. They grow about 10 or 12 feet tall, and they're beautiful to look at. So I'm just going to take a seed, and planting a seed, you can usually tell how deep you're going to put the seed in by the size of the seed, because you just put it in about double the size of the seed. Pat the soil down around it, and then you're going to add water, of course. Keep it moist, and that's it. It's very, very simple. You can start a lot of your food this way, and all it takes is newspaper and a can and some seeds. Okay, thanks so much.